I'm going to show you about placing light and all the settings related to lights, and after that you will be rendering it for your realistic output after placing all your materials and placing all your lights and setting all the light parameters and all. You will be finally rendering it for the exact realistic output. So let's go for it. Before that, you must create some model where you can place your lights. So in this model, I have some place where I can place my light. Uh, Now let me go to this visualize tab, and here you see this light panel is there and this sun location is there. So sun location is for creating your daylight. So you on this sun status, okay, and then after that you on this sky background and background illumination. So what is sky background and sky background illumination? That is, if you go for this simple sky background, you will have a simple sky background. In the background, you will have the sky image and all. That's the simple thing. And if you go for sky background and illumination, so as per the time in the sky, your sun position, you will get illumination in the scene. So that background will illuminate light into your scene. So that's the simple thing. Okay, so we will go for sky background and illumination, and here you have the sun properties. All right, so this option you have, and this is from here also you can change the date and time. From here also you can do the changes. Okay, so from here it's uh, like this. Okay, so as per the location you are having it. All right, now let me show you this sun properties, and here you have more properties related to sun. So let me just show you this sun, and then let me go for it. So for the sun, here it is. There it is. Now this status is on. You can make it off as well. All right, so you cannot see the sun. Make it on. And about the intensity factor, so that is 1, and about the color, that is set. So the status is sky background and illumination, that is being shown here. So for this sky properties also you have this intensity factor and haze, and for the night color, and for horizon the height is there, blur, about the ground color. So about the ground color, here you can come and you can give any different color, or here you have more option, you can choose from it. Let me just select it. And about the sun disk appearance, so this is the sun disk. What is the disk appearance? So that is 4. It is set as 4. You can go for 10. Let me just increase and just show you. So there you can see it's too big, so you can go for a 5. All right, so about the glow intensity, that you can give like more glow if you want. Okay, so let me just give 2. And about the disk intensity, so let me just go for 10. Okay, so that is applied. So if you go for like disk scale 1 and the disk scale is 0, there you can't see anything. So the glow intensity and the disk intensity somehow work similar. Okay, now let me change the sun angle calculator. So here let me give the glow intensity. Okay, and so the sun position you can change with the date and time. All right, and as per that, here it will be reflected. So azimuth and altitude will be reflected as per that. So here suppose just focus on this number, and here if you go for this change, there you can see the changes. All right. Okay, so this how we will be placing it. And now let's come to our view, and here you can change the camera view, and then you can go for the rendering. There you can see that how is it looking. So let's go with the low, and let's render in the viewport. So let's just check it, nothing else. We will just check how is it looking in the daylight. It's processing. So here you can see that how much it is processed for your rendering. So here it is shown. So there you can see that we are getting very less light over there. Okay, so you can change as per that. You can change the position for sun. Okay, or else you can change uh, your model location, your model angle orientation you can change. So now let me just check it. So now we are getting more lights coming into our room. Okay, so like that. And let me just delete, and let me just see now at how the light effect, just see it. All right, so this is your daylight with low quality of rendering. Fine. Now this how if you need daylight into your scene, so you can add daylight. So let me change the timing again. So suppose now let me go with this change and the final one. Okay, so now we don't want this daylight. So let me just come here, and if I type double OPS, oops, so I'll get back my last deleted object. And now I don't need that, so I'll make it off. The sun status, I'll make it off, and I can bring back the sky background and illumination. Now we will be creating artificial light. So for that we have this option, creating your own light. So you have point light. Okay, so this point light will emit light from a point and it will spread in each direction. Okay, so there you can place it like this, and now let me exit it just. Okay, and now if I go for your render to size option, now there you can see that you are getting this light, right? Now what you can do is, if you go for selecting this light and you go for the control 1, the properties, and here you have this off option there, and let me close it now and let me go for the rendering again. So without a light also you are having this uh, the light you are having it because of this sky background and illumination, this sky background illuminating the light. Okay, so this sun status on in the sky background, so we'll come on this environment part later. You can make it on or off. Okay, so when you make this environment on, so the sky will off. Okay, so if you need the sky background and illumination, you can make the environment off. Okay, so this sun and status and the sky background, you are having this fine. So we don't need the sky background anymore. All right, so that I wanted to show you that if you are placing your lights and you have this sky background on, so this will illuminate the light, so we don't need it right now. We can go with the, if we need the sky background but we don't need the light for the sky background, so we'll go for this sky background. Okay, now let me just show you uh, about the sun. Let me just change this to camera 2, and now let me show you. Okay, so there is, the sun is there, the sun is still there. So about this sun properties, can make it so the sun status is off, the sky is even off, but we are getting natural light. Okay, so that we are getting it, even the sky is off. So uh, let me on this natural light, sorry, this artificial light, go with the control 1 and let me on this now. Okay, and now if I go for the camera 2 view, and then there I go for, yeah, so here we are getting the artificial light. Okay, now this is a point light, this is a point light. So from this point it will spread the light, it will emit the light in each direction. Let me just have it here, and let me show you. Okay, all right, Now if you need this what I say is more intensity for this light, that you can change. You may ask that we haven't placed light over there, but it this one also like glowing. This one also is like illuminating, right? So for that I have provided the property for this one, control one, the clear glass. If I go for that property or the material, so there I have provided for that clear glass, I have provided that illumination. So let me show you there. Mm, is this the one? Let me see. Yeah, so I have selected this luminous translucent white. So this material is there. So this one. So there I have provided this self illumination, and because of that we are getting some lights. Okay, even I haven't provided light here and here. Okay, uh, now let me select this light and go for control 1, and there you can change the intensity factor, or you can go for lamp intensity. So the lamp intensity will be the same, like if you apply intensity factor 2, so you will get the result of the lamp intensity 3000 candela. That you can change with the intensity factor, or you can go for lamp intensity. So from here let me just increase too much, 10 times, and after that let me go for it, and there you can see, right? So we don't need that much of light. We can place like this. Okay, we also have this light list. So this is light, your light list, how many lights are placed within this list. You can see it, and you can directly go for that. You see this is right now selected. If you double click on it, this property palette will on for this light, and we have some filter color. You can provide filter color like this: green, yellow, red. These filter color can be provided. Okay, and about the position you can change for it. Here also you have this lamp color. So that's that is like what kind of lamp it is, what kind of light it is. Like it is fluorescent light, or it is halogen, or what kind of it is, incandescent. So you can choose it from here. Okay, and you will get the result. So you choose this one. All right, we have another option that is called spotlight. So it is to create a stage kind of effect, where you want to focus on any particular model or any particular character. Uh, so let me just place it here. Okay, and so the placement is not done. Let me go for spotlight, and from there let me just place it here. Yeah, so now the spotlight 3 is there. Let me select the location and let me change it. So that is the target right now. Let me change the target. This is the target right now, and there I think you can see it. So you can come to its properties, control 1, and there you can change for the property. So let me go for the same. There you can see, right? And for the spotlight, you can see one inner circle is there, one outer circle is there. So the inner circle is called hotspot and the outer circle is called fall off. So your hotspot area has the more intensity, has the highest intensity within this hotspot area. And after this hotspot area, it start decreasing the intensity, and it goes away till the fall off area. Okay, and after the fall off area, you will not get any light after that. So within this area till the fall off area, you will get all your light by this spotlight. Okay, so here if you go for this change, like 70, sorry, there you have increased it. And let me go with the more one so that you can easily understand. All right, so uh, let me go with 10. Let me apply with 10 and the fall off angle like 20. So can you see that in the inner circle we have the more intensity and it start decaying till the fall off area. Okay, so this is your hotspot. You can create hotspot if you need uh, in your scene. You can create hotspot. We have distance light. So the distance light is so let me just tell you about this. So it's telling you that distance light might result in overexposure when the light unit is photometric. So do you want to uh, disable this distance light when lighting unit is photometric? That is recommended. Let me allow this distance light and let me place this distance light. So here let me place this distance light, and it will focus on a particular target. Light direction will be there. Let me go for this. See? And here you can see that there is this distance light is there, but I cannot see any source. So this is the source. You can see the symbol, you can see, but for this distance light you cannot see any symbol or any source. So it is kind of like artificial sun, you can say. It is like a artificial sun. So you can see that the symbol is also like kind of like that. So it's spreading the light in that direction. Okay, it's spreading the light in that direction. So let me just go for this light, control 1, go for the select object, select this light, enter. And for this light, let me go for this off there, and let me go for render, or let me change the view and let me render it. Let me see. So the distance light, let me go for this distance light. So the status is on. the intensity factor. So let me change the intensity factor. So here you can see, right? So let me go for 3000, and now let me go for render. What is just happening? We are getting the light, but let me change the filter color there. So can you see that we are getting this whole? Let me go with that, and let me just render this. Okay, so let me show you with another one. Okay. Can you hear me, guys? Hello?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have a power cut, so that's why. Okay, it came back. All right. So uh, I was about to show you. So let me create. All right, so let me go for this to realistic, and there you can place some materials. So let me increase it more. Go for press pull there, and let me increase it. So if I go for this render to size, so with this natural light, now let me go for create light. So it will ask you to turn off the default lighting, so that is recommended. Let me allow this, and this is the position, and what will be the light direction that will be facing like this. And let me go for intensity and all. We will see photometry intensity is there. So let me go for 3000, enter, and let me go for exit and exit. And there you can see you are getting the light. Let me go for this. There you can see you are getting the light, right? uh, so you can go for this light list. There you have this distance light, you double click on it, and there you have this you can go for like 2000 as the intensity, and the resulting color, the filter color you can apply like this. You can apply, and there you can go for it, so that you can see. Okay, so it is like a distance light. So uh, from this much of distance you are applying this light to this direction. Okay, so as per the distance you will get the intensity effect. So if the distance is increase, if you increase the distance but the intensity is same, so you will get the effect like that. So when you make it closer, you as per that, in that particular direction, you will get the intensity result. So it works like that. Okay, so now we have web light. Web light is also kind of a artificial light, but it illuminate light in all direction. That's the difference between your distance light and web light. So it spread the light in all direction, not any particular direction. So you can choose this, and then the target, and let me exit, and let me go for the light list, and the distance light I will delete it, and there you can see. Let me go for the render, and there you can see that uh, from that source towards that direction it's spreading uniformly, right? So if I place the same here also, let me go for this light list. Let me delete this one, and let me delete this one also. Okay, so let me go for this web light now, and let me place it here, and the direction will be direction. Let me go for exit. And about the intensity, I will change the intensity. Let me go for control 1, and there let me go for 3000. Let me enter, or let me give more. And now let me change the view, and let me see in the rendering. So as per that, you are getting the light. It's spreading in all the direction. Means it spreading uniformly, uh, but the direction is toward this toward the bottom. That is the direction. But if you go for this distance light, so distance light is kind of like the artificial sun. You are creating the artificial sun. So about the distance light, so you have to allow this one, allow the distance light. So let me place over there, and let me give this direction, and let me go for this light list. You have this distance light, double click on it, and about the lamp intensity, so let me give it 10 times. Okay, now let me just see it. I'm not getting in the rendering. Why so? uh, Let me see the render settings there. Let me change in window there. Let me see if I can. No, I'm not getting it. uh, uh, Let me go for this distance light, and let me delete this distance light. Okay, and let me place the distance light. uh, this one, let me go with that one, and that one will not work. See, I'm going to this, but I cannot create it. So you have to, no, sorry. You have to allow distance light, then only you can create. So let me go with this distance light, and this direction. About the photometry and intention, let me give it 8000. Enter, go for exit and exit. So we can see we are getting the result. We are getting the result, but it is so. Now let me go for this distance light. Sorry, this distance light, and let me. Okay, so this is the distance light, I guess. Yeah, so this is the distance light. So okay, so it was being placed outside of, so that's why. Okay, I was making the mistake placing it. Now let me see it. Okay, let me go to this camera view, and here let me see this. Mm, but here I'm still not getting it. Okay, so I'm leaving this distance light. Uh, just just a second, let me complete. So let me close this now. So the distance light is reflected here, so you can see that the distance light was working here. So let me delete this, and if I go for this distance light, allow distance light, and can create the distance light. Then go for render size. There you can see. So you can go for change in the position. Okay, so about this distance light, I'm leaving it. Okay, so about placing all the lights, I hope you all are clear about all this point, spot, and web light. So let's place all this. Let me delete it, and let me go with this point light. I'll make two point light, or I can place two web light there. Uh, so I have the location. So let me just place on the center of this two. Let me go for this one there. Yeah. Uh, so target location. So let me choose this one, this light. This the target location. Now let me select this light, control 1, and there you can change the intensity to like 3000, sorry, 3000. And for this also you can make it same. Enter. And you have to make this full shadow on. Okay, so you will have a shadow in all surfaces. So if you go for ground shadow, you will get only in the ground only. The shadow will be display on ground only. If you go for full shadow, so it will show you on all surfaces, so that you should make it on. Okay, uh, now let me just go for the camera there. Let me go for camera 1 and let me now render it. So we are getting a pretty good view, right? So you can make the intensity more, and you will get the result. So don't just close this window, you have to cancel this. So this is the option, cancel rendering. If you don't do that, your system may lag. So cancel this first and then close the window. And about this light, let me go for control 1, and about the lamp intensity, so let me go for 5000. And for this one, go for 5000. Now you can shake. So here we are getting.
We can't see your rendering window.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay, thank you. Let me share the full screen. Yeah, so this is the result when you place web light. So let me just select. Sorry, this web light one is there. So double click on it, web light, and the type is right now web light. So let me just change it to point. So from here also you can change it to point, and now you can see this is point light. Okay, and let me double click on it, and let me change it to point light, and there you can name it like point light 1. And for this also you can make it point light 2. All right, so you have this point light right now. So from this point it will emit the light. Now you can go for rendering. Okay, so about this curtain, I haven't placed the material properly, so I have to place the material properly there. uh, you can go for the material browser, and there quickly you can place the material. So we can go for this one. Let me just place it over there, and sorry, let me just check about the color there. So that is done right now, and come to this one. Let me select this one. Let me select this one, go for control 1, and there the material. Let me change it to that blue is there. So this one. Okay. So that how we will place lights and about the shadows. So the full shadow will be on, and then you will go for this rendering. So for this rendering you have more options, like you can go for what will be the output size. So when you go for this window option, then only you can have the output. Then only you can save as a image externally. Then only you can change the sizes. Otherwise you cannot have any output externally, so you cannot change the size. So about the output, if you go for Windows, then only you can save. If you are going for region and viewport, then you are uh, getting your realistic output within this AutoCAD. So within that area, if you go for region, so within that area you will like you can apply only for any particular uh, render in the region. Now if you go for this render option, so it will ask you for r- creating one region. Just a second, it's my system is lagging. So it will render only for this area. Can you see in the screen? Right, for only for this area it is rendered. Okay, and how you are getting about the quality, so that you have to set. Just a second. Yeah. So here you have the quality option about the medium, about the high. So these are your pre-settings. Okay, so you can go for custom settings. So for that you have this manage render preset. So this preset, so you have this render preset manager. So you can go for render in window there, and about the size and all you can set HDTV size, and the current preset it is there. So you can have this preset info here. You see this is the preset info, and this is applied 5 rendering levels. So here it is done. So you can change the render by level. So you increase the render more by level, you will get more accuracy. You will get uh, rendered by each and every pixel as per the level. You can go for render by time, and about the render accuracy, so you can go for high. All right. So you see that is right now medium copy 2. So one customized created right now. So you can give any other name there, like Mars. Okay, and you can start applying it. So as because it is high, it will take much time. So I'm not going to do that. It will unnecessarily take lots of time. So for that option, you can come to this here also, this arrow. So it will bring the same window. My system is lagging right now. Yeah, so this one is there. Okay, and here also you see that one render drop down option is there. So for render environment and exposure, you have this environment. Okay, so as per the environment also you can get some light. So image based lighting option is there, so you can go for image based lighting. So these are the option. You can have any village there outside. Okay, so that background is there right now, so I hope you can see. And as per that you will get some light as well, and you can control the exposure. You can control the exposure. Suppose you have your own background, so that you can also apply to this background. Use custom background. And what will be the type? So type will be image. If you want to apply solid color, so you can go for any particular solid color. All right, like this. So you will be choosing image. So you know about the solid and gradient. So gradient is combination of two color. You can choose image, and for the image you have to browse it. So I have one image, let me choose that. Okay, so I'm selecting this one, and let me go for open. And if you need to adjust the image, so you can go for adjusting the image. Like this is the offset. Okay, let me reset it. And it will maintain the aspect ratio when scaling. So you can scale this. Okay, you can go for scaling, and this how you are scaling it. All right, and okay, and okay, just a second. And there you can see this is in the background. So about the image, I had to make it adjust image. And let me click on OK. Okay, so you need a bigger image. Let me change the image. Let me choose this one. Yeah, so here you have this stretch option. You have this tile option. You can go for stretch and click OK. And OK, and there you have. So this way you can apply your background with the environment here. Okay, and you can get the result as per your background. You have one option, that is render in cloud. So for that you need like uh, your original Autodesk account logged in. Through that you can render in cloud, and on behalf of you, Autodesk will render your project in supercomputer, and you will get email notification when your rendering is done. So for that you need some points and some credits. So you need to save this in online, and there you will, let me just wait for a minute. I think it's being saved. So do you want to render all model views or only camera one? So let's go for start rendering. Okay, just wait for a minute. So it's uploading the file. Let me go for this one, view rendering process, and let me come to this gallery. Let me go for my renderings. Let me sign in. Yeah, so here you can see that it is rendered. So here you have some more options, like you can render it as panorama, you can go for this stereo panorama, solar study. So all this option is there. So you can go for this re-render also. So let me just check all these things. Okay, and let me go for re-render, and here I can customize all the settings. I hope it is visible, right? This extra window is visible, this render setting window.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, so here you can see that about the image size is right now custom, and these are the two option, width and height for your image size. So there you can change, like let me go for 1080, and as per that, this, as because this is locked, so this aspect you are getting as per this width. So this aspect ratio is there, and about this environment, so you can put all this environment there. All right, so this native means as per your AutoCAD environment, and exposure you can choose native, you can go for customize. So let me go for native, and you can go for standard. So for this, no credits required, you can go for it. So you want to get more better quality, so you go for this final. So it is asking for the render quality standard or final, so you can choose render quality final. So there you will get more quality for the render output, and as per the configuration, and they will set also. So you can go for this custom, and then you go for render, as because I am having the credit, so I can go with that. You can try at least with the standard. Okay, so it will take 10 minutes. So I don't think it will be good for you to wait for that long. So this way you guys please try with your project. Okay, so that is all for today, and I am finished with AutoCAD.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, how did you place this furniture and all? Do we need to model all the furniture, or do we have any libraries ready-made to get the furniture and place in the model?
No, in AutoCAD we don't have this. In
No,
AutoCAD we
we
have
don't
to
have.
create all this.
So we need to create each and every model in this.
Yes.
But how did you create this table, sir? It's in the middle, right? It's in the center of the room.
Yeah,
That
for this one, it take lot of time for me. So I did it for my own experiment. Uh, for that center table, it was really difficult to create in AutoCAD. So I did it with a region option. I did it with creating all the areas separately, all the regions separately, and then I extruded. It took lots of time to create with the with the right shape and with the precision. So if you need that demonstration, I can show you.
Yeah, can you please it's easy to create these type of things, but it is with lot of curves, and also we don't have any idea how to create it now. So we need to
Okay.
demonstrate.
All right, then in the next class I will show you. Okay, or we can take like uh, on Monday we can join at 7. Okay, for
Okay.
this. All right, so it will take more time. It will create the final output, and after this I can upload in WhatsApp, or you have joined in Microsoft Team right there, so I can upload this file there also. Okay, so you have your AutoCAD plan. You can choose any single room, like one bedroom you can model in in AutoCAD, or else any particular room you can create. Okay, interior model you can go for it, or if you want to go with the whole exterior model, that you also can do.
Sir, is 3D is required for BIM or just for understanding the concepts?
Understanding the concept here in AutoCAD, this is not for BIM, but you know that for Revit this is important to create all the families, right? So when you work for any company, so if you are going for any civil engineering related infrastructure related, so there you don't have to model furniture. You will be creating model like your for all the bridges and the culverts, you will be creating the model. So as much as you create models, it will give you the idea like how you create this kind of shape. So it will give you the idea about shape and sizes how you create in any 3D modeling software, just because of that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I'm not telling you to model this much, but you can go for at least one sofa and one center table, and other things you can duplicate it. So it depends on you. Just go with simple models, okay? Or you can go for the exterior building. You can go for exterior model. If you are not as a architecture, you can go for exterior building, and those who are architecture, they can go for interior and exterior as well, as per their choice.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then I'm ending the class here.
Sir, exam. 1 minute. Sir,
About the exam.
yeah, sir, exam. Sir,
Okay.
is it?
uh,
Can we keep on next weekend, sir?
no, we
Is it
cannot.
possible? Because you said suddenly, and we have to go through some classes. I have to go through. It will be.
Yeah, I'm giving you
You
time.
you'd be probably taking the Revit architect structure also.
Revit, Revit in next week. I will take Revit in next week.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will take
Next week.
AutoCAD for this week.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So you will conduct exam on
Can
Sunday
we
or?
uh, two exams like AutoCAD and Revit?
No, not two exam. I will take AutoCAD first, and then I will discuss with you when you are prepared for Revit. I will take Revit architecture.
Sir,
Sir, but we are not.
actually, you started with the Revit, no, sir, for the first time. So
Uh-huh.
We are prepared with Revit, and
So
we did not practice AutoCAD properly. So
okay, so we can take Revit if you are all are prepared for Revit. So I can take the exam for Revit. What do you will say? I will go for that.